I think that's a yes. I'll take that as a yes. So here we are, Nika here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's another 30-degree day today, I think, in Chicago. I can't keep up. I mean, turtlenecks, tank tops, fuzzy shirts, scarves, bikinis. It's like insane. But here we are to talk about Ann Taylor. And Ann Taylor, for those of you who have been following this Idaho 4 case of the 4 unalived students that involved the suspect, Brian Kohberger, it's a very crazy case. And some of you are asking, why are you talking about this case? It's like, how can you not talk about this case? As I mentioned yesterday, I am a veteran and I am very proud of what we stand for as a country. So for me, it is imperative that I point out the flaws within our system. If there's something wrong, you can't just complain about it, right? You have to say something so that people become aware, so that something can be done. Because if we don't speak up, that's how rights get stripped. And by the time you say something, it's too damn late. So for me, this is not about defending Brian. Again, I don't know if he did or not. I'm not a detective. This is about our rights and our country. So for me, it's extremely important he gets a fair trial. It's important for me that everything that is done within our courtroom, within our legal system, is done properly. Because I can empathize with people who have been in the same shoes that BK is in, same situation. And when there is foul play, when our legal system is not abiding by the rules, that's how you get criminals out in the streets who aren't actually being held accountable for their actions. And at the same time, you could potentially be incarcerating innocent people. So I actually know somebody, I have a friend who was wrongly convicted. He was in prison for 20+ years. Falsely accused of a horrible crime. And years later, they said, oops, we made a mistake. It turns out it wasn't you. Here you go. You're free to go. You know how much time wasted? Wasted time of this person. You can't give that back. I don't care if the state can pay people who are wrongfully convicted back. It doesn't bring back time. You can always make money. You can't get time back. So it is essential we do this the right way. And when I look at Ann Taylor, so far she's done a great job. She's a public defender. She works in the public defender office for the state, meaning I actually don't think she has the ability to turn down this case. Because of what we know, she's the only one that's able to handle this type of case. That being said, I don't think she's actually ever handled a case of this type before. I mean, this case it's massive, it's gruesome, it's intense, it's on the spotlight. Everybody's watching, everyone's eyes worldwide watching this case. I think she's astute. So far, she has done well. But, I have this tiny inkling of doubt. And my psychology background has me constantly questioning motives, people's backgrounds, attitudes, how bias within the court system from jurors, judges, attorneys can affect how people are treated. In this case, I'm focused on, can the potential bias that Ann Taylor could have, maybe subconsciously, could that impact how she performs in the courtroom and how far she truthfully and honestly does her job? Because Ann Taylor is from Idaho. She has ties to Moscow, okay? This is a woman who went to the university there in Idaho. Not only that, but she's a sorority girl from Idaho, okay? Just like the victims were. And that inkling of doubt, of question within me is saying, is it possible that she could emotionally relate way too much to these girls? Maybe. Is it possible that Ann Taylor could maybe, this case might be too gruesome, it just hits potentially too close to home for her? Maybe. It's a possibility. The problem with subconscious bias is that it's subconscious. It's under the surface, you are unaware. So it's very difficult to correct, very difficult. So I hope that Ann Taylor, I know she has been legally cleared. I know there's nothing wrong with her having defended one of the victim's mother before. She has been cleared because we know that she dropped the case as soon as Brian's case came up. So legally speaking, she's good to go. But I'm talking about emotions, right? We don't know how she's feeling inside. How maybe the interaction with a victim's mother, I mean, maybe has her seeing Brian a different way. Is it likely? Is it possible that Ann Taylor is just kind of going through the motions? Again, this is a job she can't turn down. She's a public defender. So is she just, being a lawyer, getting by, pretending to be astute, but yet doing the bare minimum? I don't know. That is a very difficult question, and I think only she knows. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for how hard she pushes once the trial really takes off. Because again, I always put myself in everyone's shoes to understand where they're coming from. And if I was in Brian's shoes, I would also be considering those things. So hopefully she is a good lawyer who's going to do the best to prove the innocence of her client. So stay tuned. Let me know in the comments, guys. I want to know what you think. If you've been keeping up with this case, how would you feel? How would you feel knowing a woman who has potentially had a similar life to the victims? How would you feel if she was defending you? And also, you're aware that she has a lot of ties to the small town of Moscow. Would you feel 110% confident? Because in a case like this, you want to feel 110% confident. Your life is on the line, literally. If she doesn't push to defend her client fully, and she just does the bare minimum, this guy could be unalived. And again, that's not for me to say. I don't have access to all of the evidence. Only the people in the background have access to all the evidence at the moment. And some say not yet. They have until the 1st of December per judge. So it's essential we keep our eyes peeled. I understand that it's very easy to get sucked into our daily lives, the routine. You work, you come home, repeat Monday through Saturday. For me, I work 2 jobs, guys. Right now I'm working 85 hours a week. But it's important, it's so important that you stay focused and you stay aware of what is going on in these current cases. I mean, you have this IDAHO4 case, and then you have the Delphi case. I basically grew up near Delphi, but what's going in the courtrooms is insane. And for me as a veteran, it is extremely disturbing to see this twisting of our court systems. This has nothing to do with BK being innocent or guilty. That's not my concern at all. My concern is that everybody plays by the rules within our court system. Why is it a big deal? Because if you were in that situation, if I was in that situation, we would want to be treated the same way. Would you want the FBI to be involved when there's no need for them to be involved? Would you be comfortable if you were the defendant and they keep telling you, yeah, we're not going to show you who got the evidence or how or what? There's something sketchy going on. So we need to hold our court systems, our legal systems, attorneys, judges, jurors accountable for their actions. Because when we stop paying attention to these things going on outside of our daily routine lives, that's how our rights get stripped away from us. So we don't want that. And if you see something wrong, it doesn't matter if it's in the court system, it doesn't matter if it's at work, maybe it's somebody bullying somebody. It doesn't matter how small the issue is. It's essential for you guys to stand up for what is right. Because when we don't, things go south fast. And then when these horrible things happen to you, it's too late to go back. And when our rights are taken, when our court systems are able to skew the truth, hide evidence, it's too late to do anything once they're in complete control. So I'm saying this as a veteran because, again, I am passionate about what we stand for as a country, and we need to do what's right, guys. So let me know down in the comments below how you feel about this case. How do you feel about Ann Taylor? Do you think she has any dark motives maybe in the back of her mind? Maybe she's just like, I'm gonna do my job, but I want this guy to rot in prison or be unalived by the state. I'm not a mind reader, so let me know what you think. Bye guys, have a good day.